Earlier this month, U.S. Representative for Louisiana's 4th District, Mike Johnson, proposed the Critical Habitat Improvement Act under the Endangered Species Act. But what exactly does this mean for the future of Louisiana's wildlife?
The Endangered Species Act is a bill that was signed into law in 1973 by President Nixon. And the main purpose of this law is to give legal protection to species that are facing extinction. Most people don't know that really the point of the Endangered Species Act is to get species off the list, to recover them to a point where they no longer need that legal protection.
In Johnson's press release, he stated the reasoning behind this new bill was to ensure that regulations under the Endangered Species Act do not burden landowners or stifle the economic development of the 4th District.
As I understand it, the new bill will make it more difficult to establish habitat where species can be preserved in the future. So it should be clear that the sponsors of this bill are, for the most part, a group of Western legislators that are very extreme in their views of property rights and in protecting the rights of exploitation of natural resources. And they're not a very good track record from the sponsors of this legislation on their protection of endangered species.
The question remaining is how will this bill possibly affect endangered species and legislation concerning them in the future?
The recent administration has made a lot of incremental changes through executive action that have weakened protections of biodiversity, including, but not limited to, the Endangered Species Act. So I think it's reasonable to say that this piece of legislation is one more step toward weakening protections.
While this bill has only been introduced in the House so far, it's likely that it will cause a conversation among scientists as well as policymakers and could influence legislation concerning endangered species in the future. This has been Ella Wales for Tiger TV News.
No date has been set for the vote yet, but you can follow the bill's progress on congress.gov.